So guys, and welcome today to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you what kind of books I pick up and what books I sell, and it's definitely a model of my business which has grown in the last couple of years. I was never interested in books in any way until I started looking at a couple of resellers and they said, have a look at books, it could be a good avenue. And I'll tell you one thing, it's one of my best selling items to date on eBay. I sell consistent amounts and I find some absolute rare bangers. I'm going to show you a whole bag load of the good stuff that I'm going to put on eBay, and I've got some backups what I put up on Vinted, which is not. I don't check all the books, I do check most of them, but however sometimes when they're like in a deal I pick up ones that look interesting, a lot of fantasy books, and you'll see that in a second. So guys, as I said, I'm going to show you the books now, and this is where I kind of start off with is picked up this book, which is Sprayed Edges. These are the ones I kind of look out for. I see it, I pick them up no matter what. These were free for £2, and luckily we had that one. That one. It's just Sprayed Edges on black. And I knew we had another one somewhere. Yeah, and finally the last one, which was part of the free, is this one. Again, no Sprayed Edges. Most of these are signed as well. I think 2 of them are signed. There you see. And I'm going to probably get from my £2 investment, probably in between 30 to 40 quid. They probably sell for about, could possibly sell for 10 or even more than that, 15, 20 quid each. So I'm happy with that. And then again, I was just being nosy in one of the charity shops and started just looking and scanning because I like to look at some interesting books. And this one looked a bit interesting because it's been translated. So I was like, alright, let's give that a go. And apparently this is on eBay for a stupid amount of money. I know I'm not going to get, like, in the UK it's like 80 quid someone's got it out for, but that's really it. All the rest are abroad. So I'm going to aim for about 30, 40 quid for that. And that only costs us 50p. But in the overall stance of all the stuff, I divide it by the price I paid for all of it and then by many books. So it worked out to be like 33p each, all these books. So a lot of authors I've been going through and doing multi-listings on eBay. I have some, and John Grisham is absolutely great for me. He literally, I put the books up, they sell straight away. However, this is going to be a separate book because it's signed and it's limited to 500 copies. And this was with the rest of them books I picked up there. So this was part of a deal. So I found another 2 of them and picked them up because John Grisham goes so much and you can find them everywhere. So I would recommend, if you're getting into it, do a lot of research into books because there is a lot of decent money, but the profit margins on these are not going to be great, but they do sell regularly. But like books like this, it's just looking and scanning and just knowing your product really. And for that, I saw one sold on eBay for I think about 20 quid, if I'm correct. So they go 20 quid into that, which is like a basic book which you see everywhere. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 horror John Hudson books. I have got a couple of others. I did get a whole load of books before, and they did go very quickly, the bundle. And these were all in one charity shop. I picked a hell of a lot of them up, and I also picked up a main staple. I find them anywhere. If they're a quid hardback, I pick them up. If they're 50p, I'm picking them up. If they're 25p, I'm picking them up. I'm picking them up no matter what. And that is the Legend Stephen King books. As you can see, I've got my light on. But I know he's a little bit bad, but he is still in good condition. Just this is. Condition is a lot, and this is the most condition I will take, and that is the spine. If it's destroyed, got problems everywhere, they are a no-go for me. So what I always do is always check if they're good enough to be read, and if they're good, I'm going to keep them and put them up on eBay. Now I'm just going to show you some other ones that we picked up. This looks alright. So I picked this up. It's like a fantasy book. You can get about in between, I'm going to probably stick up for about 8-9 quid for that. And that was part of a load of a deal. picked this up because it looked interesting, because it's just looked a bit weird, and I've never kind of seen these kind of book, so I just pick them up. If they're cheap, I'll just pick them up. If they don't go for a lot, they will go on Vinted, because now I've started Vinted, I can sell them for about £1 to £1.50, or even a little bit more, and I might be able to get a little bit more than what I would do if I put it on eBay for like a standard £3.99 or something. And then I picked up a David Gemmell, just because I got an absolute load for 15 quid a couple of months back. But always be aware, guys, people do kind of not say in the description when you buy the stuff, it's not from a smoke-free home. And I've been airing them out since just before Christmas, and the smoke is still there. It's not great, but I've got literally nearly over 150 books. I've got like fantasy books, David Gemmell, some Terry Brooks, and yeah, it still needs airing out. So be aware if you're buying big book bundles on Marketplace about this thing. So I've been looking for this book for goddamn ages. It must have been at the start of the car boot season, so you're talking about early April, March, and that is Bernard Cromwell, Sword of Kings. This is part of a set, and it's the Last Kingdom set. This is the paperback. I'm 2 off for the full hardback set, and then this. This now, I've got a full set, is going up on eBay. I'm going to try and aim for about 50 to 60 quid, because it's a full set. And I've been looking for this for absolute ages, so please bear in mind, full sets do go for a lot of money on eBay, but God almighty, if you're missing that one book which takes ages to find, it's just there, just taking up space. However, my partner is absolutely ecstatic, and when I found it in the charity shop, I didn't give it a good old come on. We have got finally on the stuff that's going to go on to that eBay. We have got Space Odyssey. This is in immaculate condition for me. I always try and look for the best quality books, even if it's main authors that you see. So this edition is from 1990. It is 35 years old, 36 years old, sorry, because it's not 2025 anymore. 36 years old, roughly, and let's be honest, guys, it literally looks like it has been read once or twice, and that can go for about it can go for about 10 to 15 quid, so I'm absolutely ecstatic with all that stuff. And basically, one of the books pays for everything I bought book-wise, and then also, if all these sell, it pays for all the clothing, pays for all the board games. It's such a good little thing for us as a business. And yeah, guys, that is like everything that I picked up book-wise